good afternoon. We're at National Bioeconomy Showcase 2024 at World Trade Center, Kuala Lumpur. My name is Noor, and here today with me at Biochat, we have Dr. Pun from Texchem Polymers.
Nice to meet you, Noor.
Nice to meet you too. Could you please tell us a bit more about yourself, what you do, and obviously Texchem?
Um, Good afternoon. I'm Dr. Poon. I'm the Deputy Managing Director of Texchem Polymers. At Texchem Polymers, we have our focus of the business is actually R&D, research and development, and we also have manufacturing in terms of compounding and sheet extrusion. So for our compound research and development, our focus is on bio-based material. We have patented material, that called Texa. This is actually a bioplastic that consists of minimum 51% of biomass. And the biomass that we are using is actually agro waste. We upcycle the agro waste into valuable resources, and Texa is actually the trademark for this bioplastic that we are developing in Texchem Polymers.
I see. May I ask specifically what type of agro waste?
We have used rice husk, rice straw, empty fruit bunch, and oil palm trunk. And these are the 4 types of agro waste that are available abundantly in Malaysia. Although we are not restricted to just these 4 types, Texa, our bioplastic, is actually patented. We have 21 IP rights in 16 countries, and in our patent, we actually patent quite a number of other agro waste. But our focus at this point in time is the 4 types of agro waste that I've told you, because it is easily available and in abundance in Malaysia.
I see. Would I see?
Yes.
Is this examples of?
Yeah, these are the example. The rice, the empty fruit bunch, and the rice husk. And this is the empty fruit bunch that from the palm oil industry that we have processed into the fiber.
Okay.
Yeah. And from this agro waste, we put it through our patented compounding process.
Okay.
And these are the biocomposites that we produce. And this type of biocomposite, our customer can use it, for example, for tableware, the lunchbox. This actually consists of 51% rice husk, and it's actually molded by our customer in Malaysia, in Kedah. And another type is also drinks, a tumbler, and we are selling this to our customer in China, where they mold for Starbucks.
I see.
And this one is also consists of 51% rice husk. These are just some of the example. We can make a lot more. If you go visit our booth in number 20, you can see furnitures, chairs, bigger items that I'm not able to bring it here and show you. And these are the items that we can do, as well as we can also do very small part for our customer. They use it for buttons, clothes buttons, as well as when you have to when you sell in the retail, we also have collar keeper.
Yes.
All types of product can be used to be made with Texa. Yes, we have extrusion grade for the injection for the sheet extrusion thermoforming, as well as injection molding. That is the plastic conversion process.
I see. Forgive me, but I'm obviously new to this, but basically when you say most of your clients, your customers will be purchasing in this form?
Yeah, this is our product that we sell to our customer, and our customers are those that are converting to end product.
Basically, they're just, most of this would have a higher demand.
Yes, this is actually the material that used for the molding.
I see. This is
product.
before it's refined, I would say, yeah?
Yeah, you can call it an intermediate.
Okay.
That means this is the raw material that you put it through plastic conversion process, like injection molding, that you can make into this product.
I see.
Or extrusion thermoforming that you can form into packaging lunch boxes.
Yep.
Yeah.
I see. Then, how do you find? I believe you say you've been exporting to China, or you?
We export to China. We export to Japan. Japan is actually one of our biggest customers.
Oh, really?
And we also export to Thailand,
I see.
Vietnam, Indonesia, where we have molders molding this into many types of product.
I see. Would you say that Malaysia hasn't reached that level of consumption yet, or consumer basis in terms of comparing it to Thailand or, like you said, Japan?
You are right. Malaysia, the awareness of the local, they are still not too high in terms of the green material, a sustainable product.
Yeah, correct.
And our main customer is still outside Malaysia. That's why, the purpose of me attending this exhibition organized by Bioeconomy Corporation and MOSTI is actually to try to create awareness,
Yes, okay.
to introduce Texchem Polymers, Texa,
Yeah.
to the local authorities, to the local, universities, because I understand, there are a lot of government agencies,
Yes, of course.
universities here today. Not so much on general public, but more, from the government agencies and universities. It's time that, we create more awareness that Texca and Texchem.
Exactly, because right now I think people have heard of the word sustainability, being sustainable,
Right.
Upcycling, everything to do with recycling, upcycling, being green. But I think they're not aware, as am I, of such things.
Yes.
Yeah, so seeing these forms, that is great. That if you came without this, I would still be
can't
confused.
imagine.
Yes,
What are we using that
yeah,
for?
even if you say it's rice husks, or it would still be hard for me to imagine. But now I can see the process, and I understand how it is incorporated to lessen the use of plastics. So
We provide the concept of less plastic, because our formulation consists of 51% minimum of this waste. The rest are still plastic.
Yes,
However, that portion we are also replacing with recycled plastic. So we are actually promoting a total green concept. We use renewable material. At the same time, we use recycled plastic in the composite. So the customer can actually have a very low carbon footprint product. And at this point in time, what we are promoting is non-biodegradable, because biodegradable application is only suitable in certain area like mouth firm, like in hospital, some syringes, or those sutures where you do not want to recycle because of hygiene and safety. But in most cases, in our application, we need a durable product that can be recycled, because recycling is actually a very green approach that help us to reduce the new material. Because when you go for biodegradation, biocomposting, at the end of the day, when you want to come up with that product, you have to come up with new material. So recycling is a way forward. However, I believe how we handle recycling is actually something that the government, the consumer, the industry need to work together to come up with a proper handling of the recycling process.
I know. I think households in general are picking up the concept of recycling, of separating their waste and whatnot, but it's very slow still.
Malaysia is still at infant stage.
Yes.
I would say our garbage is still not separated, and there's still no facility, that encourage separation.
Even if there is facilities like waste at malls, for example, you can still see that nobody. It's like
one dustbin.
I was trying to find a nicer word.
Because when we look at the dustbin, it's actually we feel very sorry, because there are a lot of things in there that can be separated.
Exactly.
And once it is separated properly, we can actually reuse a lot of them. And for example, we are working with our customers. At this moment, still B2B kind of arrangement. We work with the converters. We collect back, whatever rejects from them,
I see.
like those skeletons crushed from them. We bring it back, we recycle.
I see.
So eventually we hope to extend it to B2C, to the consumer, working with brand owners where they can set up store, or, at those mall, they can have collection box. And the consumer, after consume, they just drop it in.
Yep.
And then we can make arrangement with the logistic company to bring it back, for the reprocessing. So these are the kind of arrangement that I believe, our government need to work very closely and come up with incentive program.
Yes, of course.
Because everybody has asked me, what is the business advantage? What is, beside environmental advantage, what is the business advantage of using the green or sustainable material? There are a lot of questions on this at this point in time.
That's why I think it's the pickup is very slow here in Malaysia, because people are thinking about profit more than the longer term, which is sustainability, of course. I see. I was just curious also. I know you mentioned that you produce bigger items in furniture.
We have chairs, and also we have customers that want to work with us on the shipping pallets. That's the bigger items.
I see.
So these are some of the bigger parts that we are producing, beside smaller items like this.
I see. Is there anything that was a weird request, a very different, unique request by a customer?
Yes, we do. We have actually customers that come in and ask us to custom make product for them. For example, some customer will want us to just come up with a flat board, and then they will do the final assembly. We may not be able to understand what they are going to assemble before the actual product coming out, but we are just trying to help.
Yes.
And for example, customer is also bringing waste to us. We have customers that want to recycle the coffee waste, from customers that they have a lot of coffee waste that they say they would like to actually close the loop for their, the outlet.
Yep.
Where they would like us to recycle their coffee waste. And we have also retailer that, for example, they are using a certain raw material currently in the fabric to make the fabric, but the waste from that raw material, they would like us to help, recycle them. So they have a total, a complete, story of using the whole plant. So from the textile to the waste, everything is being utilized. So you can see that this becoming like a trend. We have requests coming from Japan, and we have requests coming from Singapore. We also have requests coming from even our own East Malaysia.
I see.
Yes. So these are all, I believe moving forward, we will have more and more, requests, and also this kind of closing the loop for their waste and also for their material. Instead of just the linear economy, people are going for the circular economy.
I see.
They would like to actually ensure that everything is being utilized properly.
Yes,
like
course.
what we are doing is basically we utilize everything from the rice production, the rice husk, the rice straw. We can actually utilize when they take out the rice, for us to consume. Their waste, we can use it back and make into this kind. We upcycle them into our product.
I see.
Yes.
I'm thinking like the one who approaches you to give, or rather to pass you their waste, will be established with big clients, retails and whatnot. What about individuals, households? If would you accept anything from just like one household, one person, if they were interested in recycling and whatnot? But can they contribute?
Of course.
But it would just be one.
Individual.
Every
Every
little-
individual will when they contribute, it becomes a lot.
Yes, of course.
That is why the B2C is actually the end target, what we want to work with, you see. Because this one can only happen when we work with the brand owners. For example, let's say our customer, for example, Starbucks.
Yeah.
Let's say this tumbler, they can actually, work with us to have this incentive program. In overseas we have this deposit refund. That means all these used, goods, they can actually bring back to the outlet, the dedicated outlet, or any outlet, for that company, and drop it in their box, collection box.
Yeah.
And the customer will be, paid a certain token. This is called deposit refund concept. So once they do that, or everybody buying that tumbler doing this, at the end of the day, all our products are recycled, and then we can collect it back and reprocess it. So there's no waste.
Yeah.
And this is actually the concept that other governments, they have already started to implement. This has been implemented in Japan, in the Europe, and in Singapore, even in South Korea. They have this called extended producer responsibility scheme.
Extend the producer.
Yeah, because they make the brand owner to be responsible in collecting everything that they produce. Let's say the brand owner manufacture 10,000 cups, they have to ensure all these 10,000 coming back.
Oh yeah.
So if that works, then we will not have all this, we call plastic in the ocean, plastic in
correct.
in the landfill. So these are all those that are scheme. They are strategy that we can actually implement.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of implementation.
I see.
Even in our roadmap, Malaysian roadmap 2020, previous that roadmap that we have seen in the bio-based roadmap, we have Bioeconomy roadmap, if I remember correctly. They have this extended producer program for packaging, for automotive, but that will come in a later stage. So how do we accelerate this, bring this forward?
Yeah.
This will definitely help to reduce, the so-called plastic waste that we see ended up in the ocean, in littering everywhere, and creating so much environmental issue.
If I can compare it to a campaign in the retail industry, in the clothing industry, is whereby, for example, H&M, they would actually give a discount voucher if you bring back. It's pretty much the same concept.
It's the same.
It's the same, right?
Yeah, this is actually the incentive that we give to consumer.
Yes,
like
yes.
For example, Kiel, they have a very, I think, quite
Yes.
clear program. You collect how many bottles, you bring
Yes.
it back. So
Yes.
these are part and parcel of the producer, extended producer responsibility program, or we call also by using the deposit refund program.
I see.
Yes.
It's just worded easier
Differently.
for consumers and
Yeah.
for the public. I see. Okay, I'm understanding how the whole thing works. Okay, for example, like if we have somebody, one of our viewers perhaps, who's interested in contributing their waste, how can they find you, or how do they reach you? I know that you're in the Klang Valley.
I'm in Penang.
You're Penang. I'm so sorry. You're in Penang. So basically, right now, do you have a collection place in?
We would like to understand, because we work with waste, but at the moment we don't work with all waste. We only work with agro waste.
Agro waste.
And at this point in time, only the agro waste, only the biocomposite that we produce the product. Because at this moment, I think everyone has to start from small, and we have to take the first step out. So what we are doing is we are trying to actually collect our own product.
Okay.
The producer responsibility. We try to create this, ensure that we have the responsibility as a producer to collect back our product, but not other people's product at this moment.
Okay, understood, clarified. Is there, for viewers out there, if they're interested in purchasing the final product, the end product, do you have a website? Are you on Shopee?
We do. These are actually not our product, our customers' product.
Our customers' products,
We do not produce end product, but we produce this biocomposite material that we sell to a lot of molders and brand owners. They will be producing this type of products. And I have a contact that I can leave for you that can be contacted by interested parties. That they can reach us and we will direct them to our customers.
Or perhaps if you'd like to tell whether you have your website.
Yeah, we
and
do.
social media?
Yes, we are in LinkedIn.
LinkedIn, perfect,
Yes.
perfect. So all you have to do is search for Texchem Polymers.
Texchem Polymers, we are in LinkedIn.
Okay.
Yeah. In fact, we actually, also showing our participation today, these 2 days in LinkedIn.
I
Yes.
see,
Yes.
I see. Okay, we're on the lookout for that.
Yes.
So, Dr. Ba, I believe, do you have any messages for your viewers out there before we end the session?
I believe probably this is a very initial stage of the environmental or sustainable material awareness, and Texchem probably is still a very new brand to the consumer. However, I hope that this is actually the first time that I can introduce, but not the last time. And you can actually reach our company via the website, and we are also can be found in LinkedIn. You can always reach us for any information. Thank you.
Dr. Poon, I'd like to thank you very much because for clarifying everything about this. I believe that I didn't know anything, so you gave a very insightful a story about how from step 1 to the end. So I think it's helpful, not just for me. I'm sorry, I'm kind of new to this, but thank you very much for explaining and for sharing with us.
Thank you for giving me this opportunity
No problem. Okay.
to introduce our company and our product and our brand.
Okay,
Yeah.
you're welcome. So this is it for Biochat.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.